Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. Things I don't like to have to report on has happened again. I hate to let you know, but anyway, former WWE and WCW star Chris Kanyon was found dead in his apartment in Queens, New York early this morning at the age of 40. And we're still waiting on official details, but it's believed he died from an intentional overdose of pills. In other words, is suicide. I don't know if things get that bad or whether the drugs take over or whether just being out of work. I'm not sure what goes on with things like that. I hate to hear anybody in that bad a shape that has to do that to get out of whatever their problems are. There's other ways, but all right. I'll let you know if I find out any more on that. Anyway, there's no more crime time, I guess, in WWE after Shad turned on JTG following a loss of a match to Morrison and R-Truth on last night's SmackDown. Shad later cut a promo and said it's now his time. And keeping up with the storyline, Shad wrote on his Twitter account later that night, "My time, my time, my time, my time, my time, my time." Of course, he spent time, T-Y-M-E. And then the next word was T-I-M-E. So, we get it. CM Punk challenged Rey Mysterio to a match last night on SmackDown, pitting his hair against winning the match. And it's possible that the match with Punk's hair as a stipulation will be placed at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. But if Punk loses the match, off with the hair. I hope the beard goes with it too. Kind of creepy looking. It's greasy. All right, WWE is going to be returning to the Covelli Center, Youngstown, Ohio, June 26, 2010, 7:30 p.m. Tickets go on sale April 10th at 10 a.m. Save up your Coke bottle money. Might be, never know what's going on. That's always weird to buy a pay-per-view that far ahead of time because you have no idea what the main event would be, what the any of the matches would be. And hopefully the stars that's in there now is going to be there that time. You never know. You know, by the way, WWE did a test, their wellness policy test, I think about maybe a month ago. Seemed like it was right before WrestleMania. Not too long before. Never heard anything come out of that. Everybody must be clean. Except for Punk's hair. Actress Jenny McCurdy, who is starring with John Cena in an upcoming Nickelodeon movie, was the same actress who played Torrie Wilson in the All Grown Up video for WrestleMania 23. If you remember that. As noted before, WWE NXT on Sci-Fi is going to be replaying next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. before the new episode airs. WWE and Sci-Fi issued a press release yesterday announcing that NXT replays from the previous week will now be shown every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Sci-Fi is calling the weekly NXT replay a catch-up on the competition episode. Sounds better than just a repeat. WWE returns to Hampton Coliseum, Hampton, Virginia, June 13th at 5 p.m. Tickets go on sale at noon, April 9th. Former WWE Torrie Wilson was asked by a fan on her Twitter account about not wrestling anymore, and Torrie replied the following: "After back surgery, it killed my desire to get back into the ring again. It says life's too short." Well, Torrie, that's what I say, and you're getting older every minute, so why don't you come there and manage somebody, become a diva, walk out with the divas like Vicky does, do something. We'd like to see you. John Cena is going to be appearing at 8:30 tonight, I guess, Eastern Standard Time, Nickelodeon's True Jackson VP show. And WWE developmental star Joe Hennig was married. I'm trying to see what day it was. On Thursday. Mr. Perfect's son was married Thursday. WWE has removed Shawn Michaels from the Raw roster. Didn't put him in the alumni section, though. WWE is releasing former tag champion, you ain't gonna believe this. They're releasing former tag champion Lance Cade again. Cade was re-signed by the WWE just last October, but was never used on the main roster after a few appearances in the Belt Mill. Cade is now accepting bookings at lanchcade@gmail.com, but they don't know what creatives just don't know what they're doing. I don't believe it. All right, below is a lineup and an update from Monday's TNA Impact, which has a special start time of 8 o'clock because of NCAA. All right. Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson in a ladder match. Desmond Wolfe versus the Pope. Tara ODB Hamada Angelina Love versus Velvet Sky. Madison Rain, Lacey Von Erich, and Daphne. Or Daffy, I call her. Alright, Jack Swagger, by the way, in case you didn't see it last night, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase match on SmackDown to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Swagger appeared in the ring after Edge laid out former WWE Champion Chris Jericho with the spear. Stagger. I like that little dance he does coming down the ramp. Since he put on that cape on his head, and I don't know who gave him that, he don't do his hands behind the... I always thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, Swagger hit Edge with the briefcase coming down to the ring, cashed it in, defeated Jericho with a gut wrench powerbomb. Edge and Jericho will face each other on next week's SmackDown to determine the #1 contender to Jack Swagger's World Heavyweight title. Presumably, Swagger will defend his belt at Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Do you think that Swagger is going to hold on to that belt any time at all? I got a feeling, man. He's a good wrestler though, and big, and just you got to get him out there on the microphone, give him a personality, creative, and so we could have some new blood going, and get him, make him a monster, make him a feud and everything. But old Kane had a good shiner, didn't he? I think I'm about done with that, but I hate to hear that about Chris Kanyon. But if I find anything else, I'll get back on here later today. Otherwise, if anything goofy happens, I'll be back on here again also. Thanks for clicking. I gotta go.